The next skill we want to look at, pump fakes. And this is one that I constantly am trying to improve on. We do talk about it a lot, but players, I think when they go and do their shooting on their own, they go into the gym on their own, they go to the park on their own. Maybe if they work with a trainer, not sure, not in all those training sessions, but pump fakes get left to the outside. They work on their shot so much, or they work on their dribble drive and their pull up so much. The shot fake and the pump fake aren't there. Post players too. They get the ball down low. They want to go right back up and score, and sometimes that's the right move. Other times, there's got to be a pump fake, and then you got to go into it because you get the timing of the defense off. And when they're off, they get a chance for a foul, all of that stuff. But the pump fake and shot fake, I'm going to put in the same category together. But they've got to look like the beginning of the player's shot, and that's what we emphasize to the players. And this is something that we're going to emphasize more this year is you have to do these in your workouts as well. Don't just do them in the season because there's not enough of a habit that's formed. They shoot so much. And I use a 10,000 number. I don't necessarily agree with the 10,000 that a number that is thrown out there. I think the author Malcolm Gladwell was the one who put that out there. But if you do something 10,000 times, you've kind of got it ingrained in you. And then you hear me say throughout a season, we've got to do shot fakes, we got to use pump fakes, and maybe we get like, I don't know, 500 times. It's not going to be as ingrained in you as you'd like it to be if you're just doing it when the coach is telling you. So this is something that we've got to add because we're doing it so much more often when we're not with the coach. But don't start the driving motion while pump faking. That would be another one. Is I see a lot of players do that, and they do it to try to be fast. And what they end up doing is traveling. This was really evident when I was coaching in college. Players would do a shot fake and start their motion to drive at the same time, and most of the time they get called for a travel. The shot fake, your feet should be planted like you're going to be shooting it, and then that the movement comes up, and when you come down, now you attack. An outside leg, you attack quickly, but hopefully you've gotten them off the ground or you've gotten them to start that jumping motion, the defense to start that jumping motion. So you don't have to be, the fastest person on the floor to get around them because they've already taken themselves out of the play. But you have to have a good shot fake or a good pump fake to get them up first. The third thing is it needs to be short and quick. I see oftentimes that the shot fake is way too long. Players who start with their shot below their waist and then they're going to bring it all the way up, that's too long. You're not going to fake anybody out like that. Players who bring the ball across their body, they want to go across their body and then try to go into a drive motion or something. It doesn't work because it's not a believable shot. It needs to be right in your shooting pocket. So you get that thing right about, stomach level or so, and you're coming up to your chest and up to the bottom of your chin with the ball. And, your head can go into that fake a little bit. That makes it look like a shot that you would take normally. That's all it has to be. We're talking about moving that ball maybe 2 feet and then going into your drive or sidestepping, whatever it is. And that leads to the next and the final one with pump fakes is know the options after pump fake. Are your players practicing the pump fake into something? Into a side dribble, right or left, depending on where the defense kind of flew by them. Are they practicing that forward dribble? And the forward dribble will go into a jump shot. We had a player this year who's exceptional at pump faking from the 3-point line, and he shot like 70% from 15-foot range. He was just incredible. 40%, 42% three-point shooter, but just an incredible 15-foot shooter. And we let him shoot that shot quite often because they had to respect his ability to shoot the three. When he pump faked, they went by him. He took one dribble in, shot the 15-footer. He wasn't tall enough to finish at the basket. And we shot such a high percentage. It was great. But beginning of the year, he was trying to drive to the basket, wasn't getting the foul calls. He was missing too many layups. We kind of said, you got to stop that. You need to start shooting that 15-footer. Started shooting it. Scoring percentage skyrocketed. Believe it or not, his three-point percentage also went up. He was shooting in the mid-20s for shooting percentage, and he was shooting at a clip of probably 4 or 5 3-pointers a game. So we're making 1 out of 5 every game. Not real good. We put that shot fake in. We got him from driving all the way to the hoop to pulling up for that 15-footer. His three-point percentage, he started selecting a much better three-point percentage. He ended up in the low 40%, 42%, I think it was. And And then, of course, his 15-foot percentage was an incredible mark, right around that 70% mark. So know when to go into a jump shot. But if you got a slasher, we had a kid on the opposite side, pump fake, and he could get to the basket. He could finish extremely well. 15-footer was not his game. We did not want him shooting that. So we need to know the player's strengths, and we need to coach them to those strengths. So they need to know, what do you want them to do? Are they going to side dribble? Are they going to forward dribble? And if they're forward dribbling, what level are they trying to get to? The next level to shoot it, or all the way to the rim?